I'm Carolyn Hancock, and this is Letters from Japan, episode 37, and my first time to miss a week in broadcasting this podcast. Life gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? I'm talking now in 2025, and this next bit was written 30 years ago in 1995. Imagine if we had all taken Bill's advice in the area of future work. There is one particular area which seems to have a lot of promise. This is in computer networks. It seems the whole world is moving into high gear with the use of computers, and everybody wants to be tied to a network, especially the internet. Most of the people who want to just surf the web don't have any idea on how to go about it. It would be quite easy for a person with a bit of knowledge and expertise to carve out a good living by getting people connected and then teaching them how it works. I would recommend that you get, read, and study everything you can relating to computers, including hardware, software, systems, LANs, WANs, building computers, repairing computers, selling computers. Computers are here to stay, and most of the good jobs in the future will be computer-related. Now, that was Bill's advice 30 years ago. I just can't imagine the simplicity of that thinking at that time, and yet how far-reaching his thoughts were. I wish we had all taken it to heart. Well, after an expat trip home to visit family in the United States, we are now back in Japan. As soon as we got back, I had to start painting. I entered an art competition for August and had no art to exhibit. The exhibition was at the Tokyo Metropolitan Museum of Art and was organized by the Japan International Artists Club. About 200 artists were scheduled to participate, each allowed up to 3 pieces. I wanted to paint a contrast of Japanese and American children and had a wonderful photo of Jennifer with her teddy bear and one of a Japanese boy and girl at a festival. They came out pretty good, but unfortunately, no one asked to buy them. On to Typhoon on Sunday, September 17, 1995. Yesterday, Bill said he was leaving in 5 minutes for breakfast. I had just spray cleaned on our rings and hadn't brushed my teeth or put on makeup. 5 minutes? Bill went on out, and when I got downstairs, he was rain-suited up, scooter out, and closing the parking gate. He said I almost didn't make it. He was leaving. With as much innocence as I could muster, I asked if my 5 minutes was up. The smart guy replied, 9 minutes, 49 seconds. Yeah, he had put the stop timer on his watch. Would he have left without me? I just now asked. Snickering, he says he would have gone around the block and hid or something. Well, the gist of this story is that while waiting for me, several people tell him that a typhoon is headed for Yokohama. It was raining at the time, and I'm not sure why breakfast is important enough to head off in the slop. But McDonald's pancakes are beckoning. Unfortunately, that extra 4 minutes, 49 seconds that I took caused us to reach McDonald's at 9:30 as they changed from the breakfast menu to hamburgers. And in Japan, you don't ask for exceptions to the rule. So we suit back up and scoot off to Nageshi Base, Delhi. Nageshi is a U.S. Navy base about 10 minutes from our house, with plenty of, quote, restricted to U.S. military personnel only signs around. We occasionally go in for breakfast, 570 yen for the two of us to have 2 eggs, bacon, hash browns, toast, jelly, and Coke. What a deal! I do get envious watching women come out of the PX with a large sharp shopping cart loaded with good American groceries, costing a fraction of what I pay on the street. The CNN weather report said that Typhoon Oscar was heading for Tokyo. The Japanese stations gave plenty of information, but the only thing we could understand was the weather map, showing the projected path aimed directly for Tokyo, Yokohama. A lot of rain for the rest of the day, windy by bedtime. Our apartment is only about a mile from the bay, but there are so many buildings between us it hardly seems to be a concern. Funny thing, I think in the States, with that kind of forecast, people would have been worried trying to get out of town. The only indications here, a few people more than normal at the grocery, and police cars driving through the neighborhood making PA announcements. During the day, the rain and wind steadily increased. TV reporters did on-the-scene reports from all along the coast, showing waves splashing high over beaches and streets Bill and I had been on. We could tell from the TV map the statistics of the typhoon, except for one figure, 12, written right in the middle of the path. Bill finally deciphered it. The Japanese don't name typhoons as we do. They number them. The name of this one was Typhoon Juni. Typhoon in Japanese is Taifu, and the number 12 is Juni. Perhaps by noon, the Japanese people knew that Typhoon Juni had veered off, but we Gaijins didn't know until the weather suddenly cleared. About 2 o'clock, no rain, no wind. Frankly, I thought we were just in the eye, but gradually sunny skies appeared, and that took longer than an eye passing. Really a beautiful afternoon. It's really fortunate that no huge damage occurred along the coast. Japan's financial condition probably couldn't support another catastrophe like the Kobe earthquake. I also think the wind and rain were no worse than we rode through on that Fujisan weekend in May. I leave you with my thought for the day. Pay attention. Sometimes a fella can give really good advice.